Hey everybody, welcome. Another week, same creature again. Still the Sahagin here, and we are joined today again by Chase. Hello, Chase. Yes, let's see if we can hear you. Okay, let's actually make sure. Can you say something so that I can check my volume here?
Something.
Okay, now it works. Yeah, the first sentence was cut
Okay.
off, but now it works. As far as I can see, at least. But if someone from the chat that hopefully will be in the chat will let us know, we'll check later again. So, how are you, Chase? Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah. There's someone in the YouTube chat.
Oh, hello, Emmanuel Turpin. Hello, welcome. So I can tell now
Emmanuel.
that my Streamlabs chat is not working. So
Really?
fortunately, I have both things open because it's not working. Okay, I'm gonna use the normal OBS chat since it still works because it's got a dock. It's just a mess to have all these things lying around.
Hey, Emmanuel, can you hear us both okay?
Yeah, can you hear me as well as Chase here? Let us know. I believe he should be able to because I can see the levels going up. Yeah, you hear
Okay,
both.
he says
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Thanks a lot and welcome. First time, I think. No, it could be the second time. It could be. Is it the first time or the second time you write in the chat, Emmanuel?
I think it would tell you if it was the first time.
Right. I think I kind of remember the name, but I'm bad with names, so I might be wrong. I'm sorry if so.
Because when I was streaming the other day and you commented, it said, this is a first time commenter on your stream in the thing.
It did. It did, but that's for Twitch. Oh, it's the first time. Oh, cool. Yeah, so YouTube doesn't say it. Okay, then welcome. I don't know if you've been following this creature. Today we're gonna do some color. It's let's call it Merman. And there are some things that I would like to fix actually before I do. So there are a few things that I want to address here. Maybe in Twitch. Could be. Yeah. So like here the armpit is a little weak. So if I go in back. Anyway, I think I interrupted you, Chase, when you were talking before.
I don't remember what I was saying.
I was something about the weekend, probably.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I work on Sundays, so my weekends are kind of like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But yeah, I was just doing random stuff. I actually worked on a pretty wacky design I want to send you.
Oh, please do. Is it something we should show on screen or?
If you want to. I mean, if you want to show my embarrassing artwork.
Oh, that depends on you.
But this one's actually kind of funny and I like it, but it's up to you.
I can do it for maybe at the end of the stream. I don't know. You tell me. You decide.
I'll just email the picture to you without any context.
And I guess it does have some backstory or something, right? As usual.
Not really. It's something I
No,
just
so
kind of
it's
thought
just the
up.
design. Oh, wow. Because usually you come up with the whole story and, parents of the monster and.
No, this would be like a random enemy. Though I do
Okay.
write lore for all my monsters, so. Actually, I've been thinking about this design you're working on right now and writing some lore for it in my game.
Really? This is Hagen.
Yeah.
Cool.
I probably won't call it that. I'll call it something else, but yeah.
The Twitchy Merman.
I do try to come up with like unique names
Yeah, yeah,
instead of
yeah. That
just
makes
using
sense. Yeah,
classic
yeah,
names.
yeah. Well, better than the average Japanese JRPG namer, right? Because Final Fantasy has all these pretty common names. So what do I want to do? Oh, yeah, the color, right? So I think I'm gonna go for a green for this. I do have some um, color reference for the generic Sahagin, so I might just use the random usual Sahagin colors. Green and oh, what happened here? That's pass. This is normal though. It's gonna be multiply or nothing. Let's see, maybe nothing is better. Let's leave it with nothing for now. This is obviously too green. I really want to learn how to write. I feel such a incomplete artist without writing skills. Um, okay, so since you are a master of writing, um, if I wanted to get back into writing, okay, so like drills to get started a little bit, what would I do every day?
I would start with short stories.
Directly, like without doing some say journaling to start with to get used to writing again, just stories.
What you could do, so there is something called flash fiction,
Mm-hmm.
and that's like a story that takes place in 1 or 2 pages. It's pretty interesting. So you come up with a story and you have 1 or 2 pages to tell the entire story. I've actually written quite a few of those. So if you want to try that, it's like you got to start small, and then as you progress, as you get more and more experience with it, you can start writing more long form stuff. Though I will say, like, I like writing short stories, and obviously I'm currently writing a novel, but you do need to be like cognizant of the differences. In writing, we have a term called real estate. And so when we talk about novels have a lot more real estate than a short story does.
Right, right.
So when you're writing short stories, you have to like compact your information a lot more. So you typically go for more minimalist style in a short story, though not always. But in a novel, you're given a lot more space to actually describe things and talk about situations or talking about mental states of characters and whatnot. So if you're like the kind of person that's like, man, I have an idea for a story, but it's like I don't know if I can write it in long form. Like I don't know if I could write 50 pages of this or
Yeah,
something. Take the idea and try and like make it smaller, and then just start out with like a few pages. Maybe like come up with an idea for a chapter and just kind of write down your thoughts. That's my suggestion.
because usually, actually, my problem is coming up with ideas. Maybe I have some, say, a feeling of some kind of story, but
Hmm.
I cannot verbalize it. So I cannot really start. It's like having a blank page when you're drawing. It's like I don't know what to do, even though I have some sort of vague idea in my head.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm
That's why I usually
terrible at
get stuck.
verbalizing too. That's why I'm a writer. But yeah, I mean, just kind of take some time and be alone with your thoughts to think up something. Like, is there something that you're really interested in that you feel like, this might make a good story? And then that's the process of sort of fleshing it out.
Mhm.
Because Sam and I, we've been working on this novel for years. And even to this day, whenever we have meetings and talk about it, we're still coming up with new ideas and talking about ways that we might want to change stuff that we've already written. I mean, it's a never ending process. And if you ask most authors, a lot of them will talk about their books and be like, yeah, there's a couple of things even after it was published that I wish I could have changed. But
Uh-huh.
you just kind of have to accept it at that point.
Right, right, obviously. Hmm.
But it's the same thing
Cool.
with you and your drawings, right? Every time you draw something, it's like you go back and look at it and you think, man, I wish I could have done that differently or
Yeah,
something.
though honestly, for drawings, yeah, I might have some kind of idea for a monster. Say, I had in the past, obviously, some ideas for monsters. They're not legendary, not from other things. But usually nowadays, what I do is sketch. So it's kind of like cloud watching. So I've always had the habit of, for some reason, of envisioning monsters and creatures um, visually first. So I would see a grapefruit, like a sliced grapefruit, and I would see a monster in the shapes. And so that's how I could come up with an idea. So what I do is try to sketch very loosely and then visualize it. But for writing, obviously I cannot sketch. So uh, it's like I am really staring at the empty page and not knowing what to do exactly at that point, because I don't
Yeah,
have that like a little visual cue.
I understand that. And I mean, every writer has a different disposition because some of them like to focus on sort of concepts. Whereas for me, whenever I want to write something, the very first thing in my mind is there's like some sort of theme that I want to explore. So, like in the flash fiction example, when I was in college, I wrote this short story. It's called Solid State, and it's only 2 pages long. But before I wrote it and before I knew any details, I was like, okay, I need to come up with a concept for a very short story. And the idea that I had in my mind was the conflict between traditionalism and modernism, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens if you have somebody who's more traditionally minded and you have somebody who's more modern, and they're in conflict with one another, but they're also friends. And I took that idea of like traditionalism and modernism and the conflict between them, and that's how I developed the story out of that idea. So in the story, there's this guy who's moving into like a new apartment, and his friend is helping him move. But while he's moving, he notices that his antique clock is missing. So his friend finally shows up and he's asking him, "Hey, where's this clock I have? I have like a
Right.
grandfather clock or something." And the friend says that he took it to the pawn shop and sold it because he needed a more modern clock. And that's basically the story, is like this sort of subtle conflict between these two people about like him selling this clock and him not like two people that don't understand each other. Like they don't understand their respective ideals about sort of traditionalism and holding on to things or letting
Yeah.
them go and so forth. So it's that kind of thing where it's like you come up with some sort of idea about something you want to talk about, and then you develop the story around it. That's kind of how I approach writing.
Hmm. Cool. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. It's really interesting to hear about different approaches um, to writing, because I'm completely raw. Like I'm definitely not a writer. Obviously, otherwise I wouldn't draw. But um, yeah, I'm gonna give it a try these days. I gotta set up a schedule though, because usually what I do is I want to. I mean, what happens to me is that I want to draw or do something, and if I don't set a schedule for it, I never do it. So it's gotta be kind of official, and this is what I'm
Hmm.
kind of planning. Like if I want to write, I'm gonna set up, I don't know, 20 minutes to an hour every day, and I will always do it. Because if I'm not
Right.
consistent, I tend to just give up at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I highly recommend just think about something that's important to you, or maybe there's something like in society you want to say something about, or maybe there's just something in your personal life that is, made you happy, or it's made you sad, or it's made you angry, and just develop a story out of that. It doesn't even have to be about you, but at some point you have to realize that you can't be writing just to satisfy other people. You have to write about something that you want
Right,
to write about.
right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, obviously.
As I've learned in my time on this planet, you should always consider how you feel about the things you produce. Do not try to go out and please people because you'll never be able to do that.
Oh
You
yeah,
will never be able to please everybody.
yeah. That's pretty much impossible. No, I've given up on that a long time ago. So uh, definitely not gonna try to do that. That was something I always wanted to do when I was younger. When I was smaller, but like very much smaller, a tiny me. But then yeah, over time I was like, you know what? Who cares? Who cares what others think and what other people? I'm just gonna do whatever I want.
That's exactly how I am. That's why like I say these offensive things on stream, and
Yeah.
if anyone's mad, it's like, well, you know what? I'm getting old and I don't really care anymore. So,
Yeah, I mean,
like
you can
w-
say anything that's going to offend anyone at some point. So, you can be careful about everything, every single thing you say, or you can just be like,
yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I definitely tried to avoid stepping on too many people's feet, with my
yeah, yeah.
comments and whatnot. But the more I did that, the more I realized that like I was kind of suppressing myself. And also I would still say things and like try to do the right thing and it would still make people mad. So it's like, okay, so am I going to present myself in a certain way and not please anybody? Or at the very least, can I just be happy with myself? And that's what I chose. So,
Yeah, that's the best thing you can do because, the old say, wherever you go, there you are. You can't really escape that. So, we're going to add the rats. Rats are going to be gray.
I do enjoy these deep philosophical conversations while you're painting a fish, man.
Yeah, I don't have as many. You know what? Some time ago, I was thinking, especially when I was in Japan. So the main issue I had when I was in Japan, was that it was basically impossible to have any kind of deeper conversation with anyone. Like even if you got closer to anyone and you could speak the language, I don't know. It looks like they're just not interested. Maybe just with foreigners. I don't know, but that's the feeling I got. And so when I was there, I thought, oh, maybe I should start a podcast and try to interview some very intelligent people with whom I can have some smart, at least on their side, conversations. So something interesting and deeper to learn more about things. I did not do it, but I still do enjoy deep conversations, honestly. It's something I don't think I can get away without in my life. It's like a call. I do like to dig deeper into things and to some controversial topics sometimes.
Of course, yeah, and writing is a good outlet for that too,
Yeah,
because it
right.
kind of lets you explore your thoughts, but in a sort of like an intelligent way. Because sometimes the best way to explore ideas is through a story.
Oh
So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Uh, I tend to usually be a consumer of stories, obviously more than a creator. But if I could somehow hop on the other side, sometimes that would be really cool. Um, Definitely something I've been trying to do it for ages. Oh man, my neighbors start pounding on the wall again. I'm sorry if it can be heard on stream. It can be heard. Hopefully not. Um, but yeah, so I think the first time I actually approached writing was like I wanted to write. I think I was 18 or something like that, and there were some people on a forum um, doing this sort of online text-based RPG game. And I thought, oh well, why can't I do that? Like, why can't I figure things out in written form? And so I asked a friend who is my half roommate now to teach me how to write, and it was a complete disaster. An utter complete disaster.
it's really interesting. Do you remember the name of that game you're talking about?
It was made up. It was made up in a forum. It was just theirs.
I used to do something similar.
Hmm.
Like back in the day, there's like the site called Easy Boards, and you would go there, and there'd be like various forums where you would have like text games on there, and I know
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ran a few of them. Yeah, and but there was another game I played. I think it's still around. It's super old, but it's like completely text based. It's called Materia Magica, and I played that a lot when I was a kid. And it's all about like you arrive into the room, which way do you go, and you have to type in like one
Oh,
of the
it's like Zork.
directions. Yeah.
I learned about Zork only. I mean, I've known Zork for years without knowing it was Zork. Then a few days ago, I heard in a YouTube video, I heard talking about this thing. I'm like, oh, let me check it out. It's actually pretty cool, honestly. Not too bad, really.
Oh, it is still around. Amazing.
Zork? Yeah, it is.
Well, that and Materia Magica.
Oh,
I'm going to put that in the chat in case anyone wants to check it out.
so is it? How does it work exactly?
It's free to play. You just it's just an old school text-based fantasy game.
Mm-hmm. Is it
And you
with
just
other
type.
players or?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Mhm.
completely online. I met a lot of people when I was younger playing them. There was this girl on there that I really liked, and I gave her my address, which wasn't smart.
And that's how you got a bomb in your porch.
Oh yeah, somebody did make a joke about that, but I never got one. Maybe someday when I'm more famous.
Yeah. um. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make this. Or maybe. Definitely
By the
some.
way, since
Mhm.
we were talking about it yesterday, on Streamlabs OBS
Yeah.
in the chat box you can have on stream, you can actually modify it so like it has a background in case like the text is too hard to see.
Oh, really? Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah, if you right click it in the settings, like the chat box and the drop down,
Yeah,
and
there
then
should
you click
be
property,
properties. Yeah.
and there's an option to set it to text box instead of just the blank background.
Um. Let's see. I have it here. Background color, extra emotes, show top. No, no, show. Oh, theme. Okay. Oh, boxed. Okay, I found it. Done. Okay, let's see if it changes it. Try writing something.
Yeah.
Okay, so my yeah, a little better, I guess. Um,
Yep, it
so
does.
Streamlabs, it gets the messages from Twitch, but it's not getting the messages from YouTube. So that's why.
Really?
Yeah. I can see yours here now.
Let me type something in YouTube real quick.
Pulling out some kind of insult, please. Test. Let's see. I see it in the old OBS, not in the Streamlabs one.
That's weird. Huh.
Yeah, it is.
Because I figured it would consolidate the chat since it knows it's, you're streaming to both.
I thought so too. Alas, it was not like that.
Have you been sharing your videos on like social media?
The videos like full-length videos? No. I did try.
I was wondering because I was just looking at your channel and some of the videos you posted recently have like way more views than others.
I noticed that. I've got like I've got a lot over 100 subscribers
Yeah,
on
like
YouTube all of a sudden.
the
Yeah.
Sahagin inking video has like 108, and then the Kelpie color
I
has
don't know
118.
why. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I thought someone did, but it wasn't me. So
I just noticed. I thought it was weird how they had just like 100
it
more
is
views than
weird.
the other one.
It really is weird, yeah. Because yeah, the others are not. Why am I pinning this on the gold? This is so dumb.
I did notice you got like 4 more subscribers since yesterday already.
Yeah. Nothing terrible. I don't know. Something happened. I don't know what. Something mysterious is going on.
And I did notice all the videos with over 100 views had me in the voice chat, so I gotta keep showing up here.
That's a huge ego boost. Boost. What color can I make this thing? I don't know. Well, I'll go to the eye first. The eye is gonna be also purplish, I guess, or maybe yellow. And white around maybe. Is this kind of yellow? Something like that, and then. I don't want to make this too monochromatic, obviously. But these are just temporary colors anyway. Let's do some. Let's see what we can. Oh, not a big fan of this.
I don't know if you're free today, but I think I am going to do a stream a little bit later.
I'm not free, but how long are you gonna stream?
I'd say probably like an hour and a half or so.
Because I've got this other stream going on here in Italy, just for Italy, and I mean not just for Italy, but just in Italian. So if you're still on when we finish, around I think you're 4, maybe you're 4 p.m. We might raid you if you're still on. I mean, if it's okay with you, if you're still there.
I don't think I was going to stream until like 3:30 my time.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've got this going on. What is it? It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday for now. I'm probably gonna keep drawing the mascot for the channel today. Not my channel, that channel. So, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I was going to ask Cheese if he wanted to come, but apparently he's not on today, so...
Alright, I can ask him privately, or you can say it in the channel. You can like tag him in my Discord and see if he wants to or something. All right, let's add some different colors here.
I did email you the design, by the way.
Oh yeah, let me just have a look.
Yeah.
Let's see if it opens this thing. Devil. Ghoulie, that's pretty cool. How did you come up with this? Were you watching hockey or something?
No, sometimes words just come into my head. That's the painful thing about being a writer. Is sometimes that's why I keep like a notepad on my phone, because sometimes my mind just wanders and I think of ideas and I have to write them down really quickly.
Oh yeah, that's something I have been wanting to do or having to do, because I remember having some ideas when I was out somewhere when I was in Japan, and I had nothing to write them on. So that's pretty miserable. It happens. So I've been wanting to do that too. That's a really cool idea. A good idea.
Yeah.
Everyone
I do that with the
should.
game too. I have like a separate notepad in my notes app just for the game, because I come up with stuff all the time. And I have to quickly write it down. Sometimes it happens when I'm like playing other games and like I get inspired. I'm like, this is a cool idea. I should explore this more in my own game.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah, I think the other day I told you I was playing Dragon Quest II on my Kindle, and
Yeah.
I told you that I was getting used to the the controls, the touchscreen controls. Well, I have to say that I must recant what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Last night. I was doing. There's a dungeon in the game called the Lighthouse, and the thing about Dragon Quest II is in some of the big towery dungeons, you can actually fall off the sides, and you have to start over again if you do that. And I got to the top of the lighthouse twice and fell off the sides twice thanks to the touchscreen controls. So, in what should have been like a 15-minute or 10 to 15-minute dungeon turned into about like an hour dungeon for me.
Wow.
And I said some things that I cannot repeat on the stream each time it happened. But I was pretty furious, needless to say.
Yeah, I can imagine that. I would be. I would have probably given up. I have become
good
much
grinding, though.
less patient with games. Much less patient compared to when I was younger. Like if a game scrubbed me wrong, like for example, I have Hollow Knight. I've never finished it because I got frustrated.
Really.
So I'm not patient anymore.
I have Cuphead, and I didn't finish it, but I did get fairly far. But there were times where I was just getting so frustrated that I just stopped playing.
Cuphead sounds like very frustrating, very hard and frustrating. I don't know if it's true, but it looks like it could be hard and frustrating.
It's one of those games where once you understand the attack patterns, it's kind of like you get it. But at the same time, I'm like one of those players where I'm like so inconsistent with how I
Yeah,
play. I can't be like, I'm not like one of these speedrunners or something where it's like I'm always consistently doing the best I can. I just, yeah, especially when I've been playing for a long time, I just like my hands get tired. And I'm just like, yeah, I need to take a break.
yeah, understandable.
That's that's why I typically like RPGs because I don't have to do like a bunch of like eye and like hand movements on my controller and wreck my controller with all the stick
Oh, I
movement.
absolutely agree with that. Yeah, I'm like this. I'm the same basically. I used to like RPGs especially because of that. Because I could just, I wouldn't have to remember combos and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've never been good at fighting games, so don't ask me to play them, anyone.
Well,
I'm
I'm
just
I'm the
not
one who
good.
played God of War in story modes.
Mm,
Yeah, because I'm not good. I don't want to feel bad about myself when I play a game. I guess it's just a game, and I don't really have the time anymore. So I know it's blasphemy for people like the Emperor of Cheese. He's like, "Oh, you got to play Impossible." Sure, sure. I might get. You know what? I'm gonna keep this. Actually, I'm gonna do something different. Let's see. First, it's gonna get that weird effect now. I want it to have some reddish tint. No, it's gonna be blue, maybe purple.
that was looking like a gold variant there for a little bit.
Could be, or a
I've been
statue.
making, yeah, I've been making things like that in my game, like gold and
Yeah, yeah. You
silver
showed me
variant.
one. You showed me one. Sweet. Slightly. Colors, but I don't want this. Fortunately, so I'm gonna have to give up on that. I'm not super happy with the color scheme so far. I'm gonna change them anyway. This is just a small placeholding test. I actually think it would work best. Oh, first, it's missing something. It's missing those like lines on the body. Um, Maybe gonna be gray and reflective, something like that. Obviously, they look
I don't
blue.
mind the colors though. I feel like that there's a lot going on with the face in terms of color.
Yeah, I might
You got like the
actually
lips and then like the
remove
magenta.
that. That's too. That's that. Yeah, that's definitely too saturated. Oh, second. Oh, maybe I'll make it blue. Although I don't know if it feels good. Hmm. Just very dark, much darker, or something like that. I actually do like this, but it's not going to stay on this layer. So let me just raise it. Spikes. I want the spikes to have this maybe black, not black, but something darker at the like that. Maybe here where it connects to maybe skin.
starting to look a little disturbing to me.
Is it disturbing?
That like black eye and
It's kind of creepy. I don't know what color I want to use. Maybe it's just gonna. I don't have enough fish photos here to judge, I guess. But the coelacanth has this sort of darker eye. It is kind of creepy.
are you against making the eye kind of glassy?
No, it is gonna be glassy.
I just didn't know if you were okay with making it like white with the black pupil.
You mean like the outer rim, white?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or I mean, like there's a pupil in the inside ring, right?
Like this? That's kind of weird.
Actually, huh? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe if it were. What if it's. Oh, oops. What if I. No. Something like this, maybe? Or. Because I kind of like the fact that it's this kind of creepy staring eye.
Hello, Cheese. I'm here as well.
Hello! Oh, hello! Sorry, I've been neglecting the chat a little bit while being focused on the creepy eye. Hello, KitKat, and hello, Emperor of Cheese. Am I the ambassador of pasta and pizza? Welcome back, KitKat. I believe you joined once or twice before, right?
I think once I was here.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think about the eye? Everyone in the chat, YouTube and Twitch. Should it be like this with the pupil visible? Or should it be more like this? A little more empty and creepy. What should we do? Small pupil. This is like, it's like you cannot see through. I don't know. I can leave it like this.
If you make it all black, it looks more creepy, but
Yeah.
the normal like small black pupil kind of makes it more likable to me. I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It actually does. Okay, let's leave it as it is for now. And then later we come back and see what we can do. Also because I have to add some, specular highlights and whatnot. This is the second shade. Oops. This one should be past. This should be overlay. So let me add some little. This is gonna be kind of. It's a fish, so it's got to be kind of specular, right? Here and there. I prefer with high saturation blue, I think. Okay, let's remember that. And once I'm done with the highlights, I'm gonna go back and see how the blue looks in that. First, it's high time to add some highlights of some sort.
I do feel like the purple stripes in the body are a little off now, though.
They were not supposed to be purple. They were supposed to be green,
okay.
Blue, or gray.
If they matched the color of his mouth, it would work.
They could. They could match it. Oops. They're probably gray right now. So let's see if yeah, they are gray. So I'm gonna colorize something like that to match the color. Let's see, this kind of matches. Or they can be completely off. No, this is too much. Or nothing. I don't even know if I want them, honestly. That was more of an experiment. Anyway, let's leave them for now and go back to our... what did I do? Oops. So let me add these little... Let me add a little bit of a third dimension. So if there is a pupil here, I could have another thing like this, maybe.
Hey, if you all stick around till the end of the stream, Nemo will show you one of my wonderful art designs. So that's a good incentive to stay all stream.
To mock you later? Just kidding. Art design. Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea, actually. I like it. I might actually do it. Maybe after the pack. The ocean pack. Although I was thinking after the Leviathan is done, I'm probably gonna do some just random monster sketching, maybe a couple times or a week, because otherwise it's always the same thing. So I also need to vary a little bit.
Yeah, I think you said you want to do some more like front designs.
Yeah. I don't know. It's got a weird bluish eyes, like a person. Let's see how he looks. Like.
I mean, he is a fish man.
He is a fish man. You can make a song about him. Called Fishman.
He is not the. He's not the Little Mermaid.
Nope.
He is not that pretty.
Nope, definitely not. Unfortunately, he's not as pretty. He's not the prettiest guy around. I need to use another color for this though, because reflections are gonna be kind of muted. I should probably use the other mode for side though. I don't know if.
Do you like making variants of stuff you've made?
I do.
It's like with making small changes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, I like that. I like new versions of the same thing.
Because I would love to see this with catfish whiskers.
Catfish whiskers?
Yeah. Maybe there's an older one and they have the catfish whiskers and then the younger ones don't.
Well, they could be a whole team of uncanny people.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm coming up with ideas of lore in my head for this guy. I usually use. It's gonna be a little more washed out. The reflection here is going to be a little more complicated because it is a reflective type of skin, obviously. So, right.
It's a little more, or a little less matte, obviously. Maybe something like this too. But I don't want to overdo it. Usually, I tend to overdo all these special effects. Being dumb, and I like flashy stuff.
Nemo, how come you never put the Gaja design on Itch? Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh, Gaja, yeah. Because it's just one and it's pretty small. Um, I don't know. It's on my website though. I think is it? No, wait. It was okay. It was at the beginning. I didn't have an itch store, and so I put my things on the website, and I made them available in the forum, like in the RPG Maker forum. And so I created a Dropbox folder for those. But for some reason, I forgot about Gaja. And then when I remembered, it was like, you know what? It's just one thing. Just leave it.
Yeah, because I had to do some digging around to find that one, but I definitely want to use it.
Yeah, it's my bad. It's my fault. I should do it. Maybe I will do it when I add the next pack. Oh, reflecting stuff. Oh man. So easy.
If you ever do like an Arctic pack, you can include the design I just sent you.
Yeah. Or that could be part of the funny monster pat as well. It's pretty funny.
That's true.
Pretty funky, funny monster. Funky, I guess funky is the right word. Funky monster.
So the toilet horse. There was something else you did that I think you wanted to work on for that.
The Trojan pig, maybe.
Well, I guess you could. I think one of the fish designs you thought about doing that for.
Oh yeah, the other one. It was another one. Yeah.
Although this one kind of has a goofy face, so.
It does so far. I don't know if I want to leave the goofy face in the. Maybe I can do like two versions or make them available. Like one is with the smart eyes, like these very smart eyes, and the other maybe with the more creepy eyes.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I like its face, but I also like goofy, memorable monsters, so.
We'll see.
Like, I love a lot of Dragon Quest monsters, and most of those are pretty goofy.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're pretty goofy, on average. They definitely know it. They don't shine for their smart look. They definitely don't. Okay, this should be reddish. Here too, not so much. Yeah, I don't want this to feel like it's shade. Like it's too.
It looks a little dark, yeah.
Yeah, I might actually let him. Obviously, it's underwater. It's not that dark. Something like that. Maybe just a little bit of atmosphere.
I think everybody left when I said my art would be featured on stream, so I guess that backfired.
So. That is very unfortunate. They're gonna miss the amazing character. Honestly, though, I like it. I like the idea. I really like it. I dig it.
I like, well, not to spoil it before we show it, but I do like the idea I had for the weapon that he's holding.
Yeah, it's very. Oh, the Emperor is there still. It kind of feels very cruel for a weapon. So.
I mean, are weapons supposed to be nice?
It depends, I guess, sometimes.
That's a
Sometimes
very
maybe.
cute looking sword.
Yeah. Oh, that sword is so cute. Can't wait to use it to slash someone else's throat.
That's such a kawaii trident.
Yeah. Speaking of trident, something.
Yes, I am, Cheese.
This is gonna be shine though. I think shine works better for too much. Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently throwing all kinds of designs at Nemo right now to try and fill out my game with more monsters. Trying to not use all the RTP stuff you see in every RPG Maker game.
In hindsight, I think I should have used shine earlier instead of the overlay. Yeah, it kind of looks better. Maybe it's overdone here. The overlay is a little overdone. Overlay done. Definitely want to go for the shine a little more.
Funny you mentioned that, Cheese. I was thinking about doing like a pre-order bonus where you could put the main female character in a bikini the entire game if you want. So that is something I'm considering. If you'd like to draw that,
Oh, he can do
because
that.
I currently do not have a character bust for that. So
Bikini Girl, number 27.
or if you want to do like a bunny girl outfit, that works as well.
I don't know. I feel like this thing is too smart looking now. Too much.
You think it looks smart?
It's like it's got consciousness or something. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. How do you cat people feel about this? Dear followers, users. How do you feel about this? The weirdness of this fish man? Manfish?
I love it, but I guess I'll wait to see what everyone else says.
I wonder if he isn't a little too dumb. It's lacking saturation though. I need to bump up the saturation because right now it's pretty low. I don't know if I remove the eye, too bad either. It's nice. Says the Emperor of Cheese. Oh, okay, maybe this is too much. Bits of reflectivity because of the wet skin. There is nothing that gets close to this shiny effect in Photoshop. Even if you use color dodge, this is really shiny. I think shine is a good name for this effect. Really dig it. What's going again? Oh god, no. I keep getting these calls from the call centers. Marketing stuff. It's so annoying.
Well, you got to pay off your credit card.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have it anymore, actually. Oh, wait. Okay, I do have it. I have a Japanese credit card. Until I guess September, when my resident status expires. But here I only use debit cards here in Italy. Just easier. Also, because credit cards are insanely expensive, they offer no bonuses, no cash back, nothing, no points. We don't even have Amazon credit cards here. That really sucks. Be right back, sure. Crazy Emperor of Cheese. This is gonna be something like that. Hopefully.
That cheese, what a guy. He subscribed to my channel.
Thank you for the help, Cheese.
I'd probably have more if I was as consistent as Nemo is with his streams.
Oh, well. As I said, I need a schedule for everything, so when I start something, I cannot even stop. Even if I want, it's hard for me to stop because I've got it ingrained in my schedule. So I'm like, what am I going to do at that time? I don't know. Let's just stream again. It's a little too shiny, maybe, for being a crappy old sort of trident spear. But I guess it's fine.
He's popping out of the water and it's glistening in the sunlight.
Let's get some gold here too. He's not so poor. He's not an excessively poor merman. He's one of the rich guys.
Oh, that would have been awesome. You should have given it like a satchel full of doubloons on the side. It's like they go into underwater ships and they steal all the old treasure.
That's a really cool idea. It could be. Why not? They could be this. Maybe he's got steal as ability. When you fight it.
Oh, yeah. I have that in my game. That's an idea.
You're gonna steal your stuff, and then if you lose, they run. Actually, okay. There was a mechanic in Lost Odyssey. I don't know if you know the game. I've talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
There were these monsters in a mountain. They were like rabbits, I think. And so, if they stole your stuff, they would run away and take it to there. And then you had to go there and defeat their king or something to get it back. So I can be a cool idea.
There were bandits in FF7 that would do the same. They would steal an item from you, and then they'd run from battle, so you couldn't get it back.
Yeah. I think this eye looks like too sweet. I don't know. It's a little strange.
Hey, maybe that's a strategy. Maybe it wants you to think it's cute, and then that's when it goes and steals from you.
He's one of those fake friendly monsters.
It's like one of those little kids when you go to foreign countries and they come up to say hi, and then they're picketing your pocket.
Yeah, that's what they do in Milan here. They usually do. They ask for what do you call that? Wait, well, they ask you money basically, and then there's another one behind your back that's stealing from your suitcase at the station, like Central Station. Pretty well known. Sadly well known.
That's why you should get wallet chains. Those chains you attach to your pants, so that way if somebody tries to take your wallet, they start pulling on your pants, and you're like, oh, so is that what you're doing?
Wait a sec, that becomes harassment. Then obviously. Wait, since I've got all this light, he's got a little bit of a tan, maybe. Maybe not this much. What if I... Oops. What if I increase the luminance a little bit?
I mean, I guess it's skin and not scales, right?
Yeah, it's some sort of scan. Um, I kind of like this little bit of tan. I think I'm gonna leave it. And I do need to increase the saturation here because it's really not enough. Okay, something like that. I'm still bothered by that eye. Let's see. So I'm gonna add an actual shine, like the actual usual shitty shine. I should really improve my color skills because doing color separately from the rest of the things kind of makes it a little complicated.
I don't know what you mean.
I feel like the color is a little disconnected from the rest of the drawing, painting, mostly. Sometimes.
Like the scheme itself?
No, like the way, yeah, well, like the way it blends into the rest of the creature. Sometimes I feel like it's too superimposed, so it's not really. It doesn't feel like it's part of the creature. It's like, well, here's a color, and it sits on top of everything else. Kind of feel like that sometimes.
Hmm.
I don't know if you got this feeling. Maybe it's just me because I do it obviously, so it is separate. Me. But I'm very specific. I tend not to like the stuff that I draw too much. Usually.
Well, you've got to be your biggest critic. That's important.
I've got what?
You've got to be your own biggest critic. That's
Oh
important.
yeah. I do. Otherwise,
Who cares what Chase thinks? I've got to like it. I understand the feeling though. When I was in college, I would take like workshops, and I would submit like a poem. We'd have to. Everybody in the class would have to write a poem, and then everyone else would do like an analysis of it. And I always hated the poetry that I wrote, but everyone else thought it was pretty good, and they even they all voted and gave me an award for it. So, and I still didn't think it was good.
Cool though. You got some recognition.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't think I've got. Okay, I've got a prize when I was in Japan for a small oil painting that I've done. But I don't think it was good.
I was gonna say, I've seen on your website you've done some like landscape stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna order one. I didn't know if you were still selling them though.
You mean like oil?
Yeah.
I've not been doing oil for a long time now, so I don't know how that would turn out. Honestly.
Well, there's a spot to order some. Were they just copies?
Wait. Which website is that? Which of the many?
I think it was on your. It was on one of your personal websites.
I am selling some prints of some digital landscapes on ArtStation.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, those are prints.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, not oils. Yeah, I'm not that good with oils. Sadly, not as good. I've done some oil painting, but it was so complicated to do it in Japan that I just basically had to quit. I just had no space. Toddler going around eating paint, probably not a good idea.
Welcome back, Cheese. I know Nemo was ignoring you, but I won't.
Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I am very focused and hunching over my drawing in a pathetic attempt to finish this before the stream is done. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it later. I think I will finish it. Anyway. Yeah, it's basically almost finished. I'm not super happy with it. I think rendering is kind of subpar for this. I might add some more reflective parts here and there. I'm not really happy with how it's looking so far. Also, to always notice that my shine layer is very, very random all the time. Like incredibly random. It doesn't make sense. It's just impossible for light to fall this way in something or anything.
Yeah, why are you putting the shine on the bottom where it's darkest here?
Just because I want things to be separated. It's like reflected light or rim light. It doesn't ever make sense.
I can't make fun of you too much because when I do sprites, I just do pillow shading and I don't think about lighting. So
yeah. I'm kind of like that.
Doing lighting with sprites is so hard, though.
It is.
It's such a pain.
It really is. I wouldn't be able to do it. I wasn't able to do it when I tried, so... No, I really am not good with the sprites. That's why I leave it to more sprite-savvy people like the Emperor of Cheese. Right, he could do your sprites too. He's also good with sprites.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I mean, the things that I've seen were better than mine, at least, so...
Yeah, Cheese, if you ever want to look at the colors on my sprites and whatnot, let me know. I've already got, like, them drawn and finished. I'm just really bad at coloring and shading, so I could use some help on that.
Yeah, man, you're good at spriting. You got me into sprite art anyway, so... Because before that, I was usually just doing, regular monsters. And then I think it was last year. I go, hey, when do you write sprite thing? He also got me a book on, really kindly got me a book on, I think it's called Pixel Vistas. So it's like landscape pixel art. Really cool book. I'm gonna add this at the bottom.
Geez, I could just send you the XCFs if you want to look at them. Just don't steal my ideas. But I have made like a lot of robots and monsters and all kinds of stuff. So
wait, what format is that? XCF?
That's a GIMP.
Oh, for GIMP. I didn't know it.
Yeah, I actually I first start out using Sprite to like do the basic designs, and then for some reason I like switching over to GIMP. I just find it easier to edit in GIMP than using Sprite to edit for posing and whatnot.
Yeah, I used Sprite to make the various animation spreadsheets for my only pathetic pixel game.
I saw that somebody wanted to use your pixel monsters for some project.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if they actually... I believe they didn't bite yet. So maybe I scared them away when I said you can use it for everything. Be cool to see anyway. If they do someday. That took me forever. Like literally a month because I did one per day, so over 30 days. That was probably the longest. No, okay, well, if I consider these monsters, obviously these take long, but consistently doing the very same thing for such a long time. It's probably the longest thing. I consider them part of the same basic product. Well, the monsters are like, okay, this is one monster, this is another monster, but those are very similar because they're pixel art. So.
Mm.
Let's add more shiny shine here. Maybe it's green shine. I have some reference here. Like, is it pasting it? Oh, it's very small. But this is the sort of reference I'm using. Obviously, mine is very different. It's not quite as rendered as this, so I think I'm gonna have to add a little more shine to make it pop a little more. Of course, this is gray, and it's not gonna look quite the same. I don't want it to be that shiny. That's a little too much. For some reason, this doesn't feel as finished as it should. There's something wrong about it. Like,
I'm not a big fan of that fish design.
well,
I'm
it's a
assuming
little.
from Grand Blue.
Yeah, it's rambling. Yeah.
It looks really busy to me.
Oh, it is. It is absolutely busy. I mean, the example is just for the rendering usually. The reference. Just for a little bit.
I'm thinking about taking a class on background painting for animation.
That's complicated. Complicated stuff. I did try to get into backgrounds some time ago, but it was a little too. It was not satisfying for me. For some reason, I do want to draw characters or monsters at least, because I always feel like I don't get enough out of landscapes. It's like, okay, that's a landscape, but it doesn't have personality. It's cool maybe, but I don't know. Not my thing. Not saying that it's a lesser art or something. It's just that I can't be satisfied for some reason with those. It looks awesome, especially since I like storytelling. I could use it. Yeah, you can storytell through a landscape. I'm just not able to do it. Personally. Okay, I'm gonna add some color. Let's some color here.
Well, Cheese, I'm glad you're offering to do an anime intro for my game. I'll be expecting it in a couple weeks.
Actually, there is a guy named Ross Draws on YouTube. He made he turned his characters into an anime thing. He made an art book first, and then they turned the whole thing into an anime intro. That's pretty cool.
Ross Draws?
Ross Draws, yeah. He draws like anime girls, mainly. I believe the name of the guy is Ross Tran. Could be, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not seeing him. Am I spelling it right?
R-O-S-S.
Oh! You mean draws as in drawing. I typed in D-R-O-Z. I thought that was like his last name.
No.
Yeah, I see hugging a bunch of cosplayers. So this must be the guy.
That's what he does now, after fame came. I know. Oh man, what the heck am I gonna eat? I don't know what to eat today. I forgot to. Usually I decide what to eat in advance so that I don't have to struggle with thinking later. But today I did not pull anything out of my freezer. I was supposed to eat some meat, and now I have nothing. Oh, I'm so
I
sad.
eat, I eat once a day, so
Oh, that's
that's
you're
all.
lucky. I would die if I ate once a day. I would literally
Yeah,
disappear.
I do a little bit of intermittent fasting and a
Mm-hmm.
low carb diet, so
That's healthy
trying to.
though. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, I feel way better than I used to.
Mm.
Getting rid of all the sugar in my diet.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot the shine on this thing. That's not good. Um, shine a little light here. Here.
Shine a little light on me.
Yeah.
I know that's a song. Who does that song? Yeah, the Black Keys. That's right. I saw them in concert.
Eat an ox. Uh, yeah. Probably not.
We were talking yesterday, I think, about me eating a cow alive.
Yeah. Right.
And then Nemo said something about eating babies. I don't remember.
Yeah. I figured that's what they would think about me in Japan when I was there. 'Cause it was mean. Eat babies. Especially ugly Japanese babies. Oh man, there's
Maybe
this
that.
thing that happened to me once. We went to a restaurant and we were waiting. Or I was actually waiting outside because I didn't want to wait inside. I was drawing. One of those little things they have in Japan, like that the bamboo um, fountain thing. You know, with they have a like a hinge in the middle,
Oh
and
yeah,
the thing
yeah,
goes
yeah.
up and down. Like, um, and so I was drawing that, sketching, and this family who's also waiting comes by and says, you know, there's this man who comes there and says, "Look, this is a Japanese child," and this toddler had a huge head, like it was huge. I'm like, okay, so cute, but his head
Probably
was
a
huge. It was the
probably a
largest
few.
baby head I've ever seen.
He's a future IT developer.
Yeah, I guess it's all brains, probably, or not. It's full of tentacles.
It's real life chibi.
Yeah, yeah, right. Basically, that's where they got the idea
Turns out,
from babies.
turns out chibi in real life isn't as cute as you'd think.
No, I wasn't. But I had to say so because I'm very polite and a liar. No,
You don't want to call somebody's ugly baby.
no, especially in a country where you are an immigrant. They would just kick you out over racism or anything else. It's like the opposite of xenophobia, because obviously I am the stranger, so I cannot be xenophobe. I can be, you know, introphobe. I don't know. In that
Cheese,
case,
have you ever seen women who try to look like anime in real life? It doesn't work.
I have. Yeah,
It
usually
really
it
doesn't
doesn't.
work.
Usually it doesn't. People in general trying to look like anime, it does not look good. Period. Does not look good. Period.
Honestly,
Even
all you'd really need to do is search Twitch right now. I'm sure you could find a few.
oh yeah, there are lots of people on Twitch that do that sort of thing. I want to use a different layer. I'm gonna have to close soon, but if I can add some pseudo caustics, maybe it would be a cool idea. I don't know, is it too much? Caustics to the bottom of the. What do you think, Chase and Cheese? They don't really look like plastics too much, but
Yeah, I wouldn't put a giant blob, but I think it looks fine.
it's maybe. We could shine a couple more things. I'm gonna leave the color as it is now, but I'm thinking about changing this whole color scheme when I publish the monster.
Yeah,
I'm not
cheese.
super happy with it.
If you go on Instagram, especially when you look up like Japanese or Chinese women that are posting Instagram photos with those filters, they just look very alien. It's kind of weird that they
It's
like
uncanny.
that, I guess.
It's uncanny.
Yes.
Candy. Anyway, I'm not very happy with this. There's something that bothers me. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's the eye. This needs a little more work for me personally. Okay, so what do you guys think? How would you improve upon this current state of this monster? Either of you? Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. I mean, I don't think it looks that bad.
I don't know. There's something I'm not happy with. I don't know exactly what it is, but I am going to find out. Okay, I will just leave this be. It's weird. I mean, it's fan service, but not a great way to finish it. Once the filters go off, what the hell is this? Yeah, exactly.
Like you asked him his opinion on the fish, man, and now he's talking about Instagram filters.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna do without your opinion, cheese. Your cheesy opinion. I'm gonna leave this as it is for now. Yeah. See, I always tend to default towards that damn blue blue type of maybe purple. Maybe completely gray. Completely gray is not too bad, no?
Yeah, I actually thought like the bluish gray looked kind of cool.
Like this?
I would make it a little more blue, but it's whatever you want.
Something like this? I kind of feel like though. I'm gonna think about it because I think I'm using this. I'm using this color scheme too much. Way too much.
Cheese says he thinks the lighting could use some work.
Yeah, it's right. But it's got to go in a game, so I don't know. I'm not super happy. I was happier with the Kelpie. I guess this is a little more a tentative thing. Genta, why not? White. Oh, like an icy thing. See, usually the color part, like deciding the actual color it's gonna go into the pack, takes me a very long time. Way longer than it took me to do this today. So I'm just gonna do it a little more purple. And I'm gonna do the shaft. Yeah, maybe the shaft is gonna be gray. And I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and then come back later and see what I can do. So okay, overall it works for what it's supposed to convey. Okay, thank you. All right, so thanks everybody for watching. Just as a reminder,
hang on.
Yes. Oh, right.
We did promise.
Yeah.
Or I did, rather.
No, I was saying the other thing that's also very important for you. But let me take this ghoulie into the screen. Okay, so this is the concept that Chase sent me. I think I'm gonna do it at some point because it's a cool idea. I just noticed that one of the feet has a shoe and the other didn't. This is
Yeah, it's actually
pretty
kind of
awesome.
it's kind of like the Fardarig you did for me. How like the toes were poking out of one
Yeah, yeah,
shoe.
yeah. Like the Fardoric. Uh, I want to try this one, but I was thinking maybe you should have a little more bulky body, like a little more muscular instead of. I don't know if that was
Oh
your
yeah,
intention.
I
Uh,
wanted it to be like a hulking
yeah,
zombie.
like Space Jam, uh,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like those monsters, the sort of small alien monsters that become huge. Space Jam. There's one that's very bulky, something like that. I was thinking. Um Okay. I will think about this. I will see when to do it. Because I want to do some sketching after the whale Leviathan. And then maybe I will do this. Maybe I'll do a few of these. Um, we'll think about it. Anyway, I gotta figure out my dinner. Otherwise, I'm not gonna eat anything. So,
Okay.
uh, I just noticed that for the. Oh no, I did forget. Okay, I did not forget. I thought I forgot recording. I didn't. Anyway, yeah, you guys have a good one. If you want, please check out. Chase, can you just write your post your channel link there? You guys can check
Oh,
out Chase's stream this evening. Well, not evening; it's afternoon there technically. So in like what 3 hours from now, something like that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if you check this channel, my channel, you're gonna have the autoplay for his channel, so you can also see up there. And for the rest, I hope everyone has a nice day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow, same time, right?